let's start with talking about the economy. How is inflation affecting startups in the tech industry?
Yeah, so I think inflation is infecting too. Sorry, is affecting the tech industry in a few different ways, right? So I think the biggest one is actually, and we've seen it in the stock market adjustments, particularly in public companies, which we can see in tech, which have been hit harder even more than the other indices. And that's because as growth stocks, they're very inflation or interest rate sensitive. So we've seen that, a lot of the high flying tech stocks last year were down, 40% or more, much more so than the broader market index. And that flows back down into early stage technology startups, which is where I spend my time with private companies, both in the negative and actually some pockets of opportunity. So obviously that potentially impacts availability of capital for private tech companies to grow and raise money. And on the other hand, the one potential positive, if there is one, I'd like to try to be balanced in my perspective, is that with a lot of the larger tech companies either having hiring freezes or even significant layoffs, that does mean that there's more amazing technology talent, both on the developer side and on the business side, which is helpful from a talent perspective for private companies. I also think that tech executives are maybe now seeing startups not necessarily as so much riskier than what were thought to be, really safe, big, mega public tech companies, given the layoffs and cutbacks that have occurred in the large companies.